We're still here at PAX still, and you checked out one of the PAX indie showcase games, Repella Fella.
Repella Fella.
From Misadventurous Games.
Yeah, this is a fun game named the same. That's my favourite thing about it, Repella Fella. It's fun to say it fast, Repella Fella, sounds great. This one popped up when they released the list of all the indie showcase winners. I remember watching the trailer for this and being like, it's a bit weird. Yeah. Like that's a wild Australian like point-and-click narrative game, and yeah, based on the time I played. By the way, I didn't play the demo through to the finish just because we had, I played it for like the first main bit, got to the opening section of the game, opening credits played with a cover of Waltzing Matilda. So that's the thing. You're watching me play, but you couldn't hear.
I couldn't hear. I saw that in the credits. It says music. / Waltzing Matilda. Yeah. I'm like, okay, that's a little...
It was a remake, like the whole intro is coming in. So, and the other thing was the whole game is like voice actor too, so that was the other thing you couldn't hear. But the setup is this, you play as, it's a weird game. I like it though. The start of the game, you're like it's all set in Australia, this dude coming home or whatever, and I guess the game starts when he's returning from Nam, is how right?
Yeah.
Vietnam, right? Yeah, like the war. When I say Vietnam, I mean like...
war. But...
Shooting.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and I think it skips ahead a bit of time. It does like an intro chapter where it just teaches you very basic point-click adventure game mechanics, go talk to someone, they talk to you.
Get some keys.
The guy's like, can you get the keys in the drain? Like, you gotta get an item, use that item on the drain, etc., etc. All very basic stuff, but introduces you to the game. And then it skipped ahead, and he has a business called Repella Fella. So that's where the title of the game comes from. So he's like a pest removalist thing or whatever, and he gets rung up by someone who's like, there's a pig running wild in my diner. To which I'm like, bugs, pigs, they're not like, not really the same removal thing, but nonetheless.
You got to take what jobs you get.
Take what jobs you get. And he does say to the guys, like, there's a call-out fee because it's late at night. And I'm pretty sure the dude was drunk when he got rung, but that's fine. So he heads out there, and meanwhile all this is happening, it's cutting over to like a plane that's flying over the top, who's like getting ready to set off a bomb. I should have paid more attention. I wrote it down straight afterwards. I'm pretty sure they were speaking German, so it's like implying that they're, I guess, German, which makes sense. Just say they're Nazis. Everyone can get aboard a Nazi bad guys. It's fine. That's so it's easy go to. But they drop a bomb. They're about to drop a bomb on Sydney, right? This old mate's going out to kill a pig. Yeah. Right. So this is the setup for the game. Is that he goes into this place to kill a pig. He managed to kill the pig after some back and forth weird stuff that happens.
Oh man, that was so amusing because I watched the guy play it before you, and you'd gotten this wooden board and was smashing the kid pig with it.
How did I miss the board?
I don't know. It was right in the corner.
Oh, okay, I didn't see the board. So I did hit it with a spatula, which is funny.
You poked it with a spatula.
Yeah, you hit the pig with the spatula or whatever. He goes up, just taps it. It comes up. It had no effect. Oh, that's the other thing. There's VO. So dude's like telling the story. He's like, oh, the story happened to this friend of a friend of mine.
It's told from like a first-person perspective, backwards.
Backwards. He's like saying, I used to know a guy. I don't remember his name though.
The other thing I found interesting, like reading subtitles, was every time you would die, he's like, oh no, I don't remember it happening this way.
Yeah, he's like,
and Dylan died a lot.
Yeah, I was about to get to the flashback, so don't you worry. So yeah, this is like the present day thing. So you end up killing a pig because it gets stuck in like a grate thing or whatever. So shoot it, doesn't die somehow. Must have missed the brain. It's fine.
One bullet.
One bullet. He only brought one bullet. Not a very good Repella Fella. But then he closed the thing on him, just cuts him in half. All I know is I have headphones on, I'm watching this game. You and Kieran stand next to me watch it. As soon as the thing goes, cuts his pig in half, I just see Kieran be like, ooh. So, I mean, the goal was working. Funny art style, so it does help for the gruesome aspects of it. Yeah. And then the bomb is about to go off in Sydney. Nuclear bomb is what I took it. Yeah. Repella Fella goes down into this submarine thing he didn't know which was there where the ball was, gets locked inside, takes him down to a bomb shelter, and the VO was explaining to me that he was going to be there for 15 years. So from what I can understand from that and like the trailer I'd watched previously to PAX, is that the rest of the game is going to take place in like the post-apocalyptic Australia.
Yeah.
There'll be other characters alive, and it's like so it's like a narrative adventure where lots of different choices you make can like send you on different directions and paths and stuff like that. So that's like the core setup. But the thing you're hinting at that you were loving watching me do was there was a flashback sequence to what I believe was
I would say.
I assume so. Because it was like I don't know, it was like there was like a
it's
poster.
It's hard because like the keys that he pulls out of the grate, they like look very new.
They look
like,
new, so I'm not sure. It's
new branded car,
And I never saw, there was like one guy actually sleeping on a bed that I killed, but I never actually saw like,
but you know,
what uniform was he wearing?
It was very stereotypical. He had like the straw hat.
He had the straw hat, and there was like, that's my one criticism. I was like, straw hat, and then they had like one poster I read on where it was like, the VO like goes, I can't understand what that says, and like, it didn't even seem like real, it just said like, ching, scribble, ching.
It seemed like Vietnamese.
I was like, I hope it is, because I was like, I don't know if this is, I'm just hoping. So in that section, you were laughing your ass off because I'm sneaking through this like underground area where the character's trying to kill someone, get revenge, is what he sounds like. He's like, this guy's not going to get away from me.
Yeah.
He's after someone. I'm sneaking down this area and I set off every single fucking trap. So you can explain
every single booby trap, whether it was a giant spike pit, till straight down. Tripwire, blown up.
Yep.
And somehow he managed to get a bunch of scorpions on him as well.
That was the best part. There's like a little ledge something like a piece of plank of wood that was on the ground I somehow missed. Like obviously you click on these things and the character's like, oh yeah, step over that. But I missed that somehow. And you step on that one, but 13 scorpions drop from the sky, just like, he just goes there. I thought the game was funny. You couldn't even hear it and you were finding it funny.
It was quite amusing.
Yeah, it was quite amusing.
Definitely a certain tone.
Yeah, it's definitely like going for stereotypical.
Is it very ochre?
Very ochre, but I wasn't minding it. It was it was funny. Like there was lots of like, oh fucking hell, mate, like like oh bloody No. There's literally a part on the phone where he's like ringing up, I guess, the cops to come get the guy who died in the restaurant or whatever, and he's like, nah, like it's so.
Even the little ads that they made up.
Yeah, it was like Vegemite ads. I think it was an ad for like shitting on Qantas for being a terrible airline.
It was Ansett.
Ansett, yeah. So and then you got what was the other one? I can't remember. There was another like weird shit.
Like a toast one.
Yeah, something like that. So. Yeah. Repella Fella. I'm going to give the demo double thumbs up because I thought it was funny. What was your viewer rating?
2 thumbs up. It was a fun watch.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was funny. Wrap up?
Wrap up. All right. If you've checked out Repella Fella, let us know by going to explosion.com/Twitter or jump to Discord at explosion.com/Discord. Of course, you can find all of our PAX 2022 content at explosionnetwork.com/PAX AUS 22. PAX AUS 22.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, nah.